Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age Mythology Replay. Small on bottom left side as the blue Freyr, we got Errow. Small on top right side as a red Kronos, we got NeymarMD. When it comes to these civilization's natural benefits, Freyr does provide technology and defense, reduce the cost of technologies by 50%, but increase their research by another 150%. I say that's a good trade-off. Hill 4 and Hill 4 units get plus 10% damage, so good for siege weapons as well as Huskarls. Tuned to match up Huskarls' improved capability could be quite nice. And free repairing. Kronos, of course, let's see, it was Kronos, right? Yeah. Kronos, of course, provides bonuses for siege units and myth units, can time shift. Buildings are 25% faster when near mana, which is not too important, but can be quite nice. Receive an extra free myth unit upon aging up, and lost siege units and myth units will give you a 20% rebate upon death. It's not too half bad. When it comes to the initial gods, we've got Freyr or Oler. Freyr does give you access to the Forest Fire God Power, which is okay now in Gold Edition was portable, in Retool is good. Valkyrie is of course a good mobile myth unit that can also heal. Very nice to have. Cavalry increase speed and hit points is always quite nice as well. And Goaties get enabled early and plus 10% hit points. Here the time shifted temple here. We've got Prometheus being researched. And over here, no age up just yet. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Lose Kronos time for a bit of a rush. Let's see. Could go for the Asgardian Bastions, use the standard Oler, give access to the faster movement speed for the Longhouse units, as opposed to earlier portable battering ram. We're probably meant for the Asgardian Bastion, which is an early Hill 4 you can get for free. 2 Promethean there, does age up for Freyr, so Valkyries and Cavalry. And of course some Goaty upgrades. Promethean, which is a bulky frontline myth unit. Nothing too fantastic about them. They do offer a tiny bit of crush damage. They're just meant to be frontline. Freyr here, of course it is a Dark Age Freyr, which means 0.8 slow taxi, so 0.7 times 6. So what's it, 4.2 DPS against myth units? Red does find the piggy. He's going wee all the way to his new home. Cherry Blossom being pulled in the field, very nice. Since most of the Norse units are a form of infantry, the Ballista will of course offer bonus damage there. Does get inside the sentry tower there, very nice. I'm going to sneeze. My allergies have been acting up and I feel like the sneeze is coming again. He does avoid the volley from the Cherry Ballista, but the sentry tower takes a bit damage there. Oh, go for H2 Gillen Bersetti. This is a great boon for Red. He should probably just time shift these structures away. Probably should time shift the temple away a long time ago. And we've got no civilian units being queued up here, so blue is getting flustered. We've got to re-queue up the civilians. Another Promethean being summoned here. Remember, does go ahead and get it retained inside the garrison inside the temple. Very nice. Something I don't see all too often in Age of Mythology. It is a tactic you use in Age of Empires 2, but you can do it in Age of Mythology. Gillen Bersetti has expired. Pops him out. May save the counter barracks. Does not save the counter barracks. It forces the fire god power.
Burek.
Red is making some excellent gains here. Aspects of the lack of civilians, so we lost some civilian fetch time, maybe one gatherer. Red's pulling out all the stops. Second Valor has been pulled in field, or maybe that's the third one. Heroic Cherry Ballista, very nice. Couple Promethean here. He does get the Promethean their sweet flaming kicks. Another counter barracks time shift forward, very nice. Cherry Ballista needs to focus on the Valkyrie. So hitting first here is not bad. Raiding Cavalry does find the Cherry Ballista there. Couple Politics being pulled on the field as well. There's another Raiding Cavalry there. It looks like Red just gets overwhelmed and time shifts the temple away. Valor's the Calpeltis. That's probably not worth it. Didn't get much. Definitely not worth it. You better just use on to a Citizens over here, because that'll give you more value. Once you get some destroying the counter barracks, you can go ahead and take time, task one of these units to repair up the sentry tower. It will be free repairs, because he is Freyr. Let's see, when it comes to the next age up, Kronos can get access to Hyperion or Rhea. I'm always biased towards Rhea, but then again, I usually put more focus on Gaia. Hyperion's quite nice because Chaos is an excellent god power as well as Trader. Satyr's a nice backline myth unit there. I would rate the Satyr higher than the Behemoth, but Behemoth is, of course, an easy siege unit to get. When it comes to the extra upgrades, I think Rhea does it better. Orichalcum gives more hack armor against Norse, pretty useful. Rebate on your favor on your mythological upgrades and remove their favor costs, very good. And early Fanatics, and Fanatics should be particularly useful against the Norse, since most of their compositions infantry or cavalry, which Fanatics do counter both. Pioneer Sky, that's for siege beams, the ship. Satyr upgrade. Oracles become heroic and only be trained heroic. Very nice, good way to get some extra favor generation and some extra health regen here, and hero hit points can be quite nice as well. Except for the Valor God power, it does combo better with Promethean, but I'm always more biased towards Rhea. Got another Valkyrie, got the upgraded Valkyrie, this blocked upgrade. More Turbosta and more Prometheans. Freyr have access to Ager as well as Bragi. Freyr gives access to Rockshot, an excellent myth unit. Tempest, an excellent god power. We got the Feaster now, gives you a little bit of food generation from towns and his fortresses, which is nice, but nothing too massive, honestly. Also provides a little bit of AoE health. This one's nice, just gives you a little supplementary income. You encourage you to build more fortresses. Is it going to pay for itself? No. Just something nice to even out the cost over time. And 9 Waves gives your heroes and siege veterans more speed as well as increase their damage. And this makes Freyr's Ballista very, very deadly with his natural bonus of plus 10 and plus that with another plus 20%. His Ballista gets to the point where they actually become borderline overpowered, honestly. Bragi offers another excellent god power, flame weapons. The battle boar is a pretty good crowd control one. Definitely received a lot of nerfs lately, or throughout the patches seem like. It's not as good as it used to be, but still a pretty good god, or not god power, myth unit. Berserk's hit points and favor upon death, it's very nice to have. Swan Array made your Erdman faster and better against cavalry, which is nice if you need to, if your opponent going for cavalry, so it's a good counter cavalry upgrade. And makes your myth units have a bit of movement speed and health regen. I wonder if that affects myth units, like mythic rejuvenation. Increased movement speed in myth units can be quite nice, particularly if you want to support certain myth units to help accompany your army a little better. I would need to sit down and look at what myth units will get what movement speeds, honestly. But on paper, it can be nice. Then again, pretty much any upgrade sounds good on paper.
Skipan.
In theory, with Freyr's upgrade, a Thundering Hoofs getting these guys up to Valkyries up to 6.6, that in theory as well would also get another 10% movement speed for them. So in theory, they should get the 7.2 movement speed. Just think about that, it's absolutely absurd. My apologies. You have now Ager doing research. The heroic Alcapeltas there will help counter the cavalry and the Valkyries there. Very nice. A limited number of those guys along the flanks can be very nice. We do have, of course, Ager researched by Freyr. Kronos is not queued up anyway just yet. Needs a lot more food before Agion up, but has plenty of wood in stockpile at least.
Clear that.
Burek.
Got some units cooking with delicious venison. Dwarves and gathers maybe hit here pretty soon. Good number of chariot ballista here, but right now it's going to go for cavalry composition. You now have the Tempest being summoned there. Got the Rock Giant keeping them in place there. Good split there. The cavalry and Balkans are hitting the backline units. They're not hit by any units or counter cavalry units there. Those front lines have been hit by horse units there. Overall, looks like the Red's arm is going to get cleaned up quite nicely. Not to mention Tempest to guarantee the kill. Blue's been very aggressive with God Powers. Well, the first two were very defensive, but that was a pretty defensive use of the God Power as well. It's been very not aggressive with the God Powers. Assertive. We do not have Rhea being queued on up. I think that is the better option. Or Calcum Mail just seems like such a good God Power to go to fight the Norse. The Heroic Turmoil being researched. What was that? I heard that background sound. I don't remember hearing the background sound before. Thought I heard something. I think I'm just going crazy.
Burek.
Freyr is now being researched. Gets access to the Trader God Power, which could steal the Rock Giant. Who's pushing forward just with the cavalry, going for a raid. No thundering hooves just yet. Got some Calpapeltis or Heroic Calpapeltis would be the ideal counter in this situation. Got some Heroic Turmos to help focus on the raiding cavalry or the Valkyries.
Burek.
Manor being time shifted. Looks like if he's time shifted to the manor, either just trying to get a good sanctuary for the citizens, or may I build some structures over here.
Yuji.
Thundering Hooves not being researched. Temple being time shifted forward. Maybe I once you get the double behemoth right there, try to get forward and put deployment in. They're pretty slow, so pushing them forward like that is not a bad idea. Oh. There's behemoths. At least when the temple's time shifted, won't deploy them out until it's fully complete. Very nice. I was thought, wait a second. Will they get spawned out, or would they bug out and not get deployed? Because it's in the build in the time shift state. But they did get in fact built.
Hedgehows.
Oracle there spots the force advancing. He has a front row seat to it. Does run away into the town center. Did drop the Jade Hair Relic there, which does provide myth units increased movement speed. And probably should focus on this as well. Behemoth is engaging the town center, just raids over there. Blue's civilians can hit quite hard there. Got a piece of now here to engage. Remember first here, so we have to favor generation. Town center goes down, that's Blue's only town center. Deconstructs the physical fort, which will give Blue some resources to build another town center, so that may not have been a good idea. Oh, remove fortification, but the behemoths are the structures. Mostly destroying the housing is a good target. Putting a pop-capping opponent when they have no town center can be very good. Citizens got picked off there. Lose that pop cap at the moment. Yeah, hitting the housing was definitely the correct call, or at least a good call. Does go to Trader, maybe the Rock Giant. I don't see where it's at the moment. Trader's a Valkyrie somewhere, right there. The Grand Giant maybe already down. All starts getting hit there. They are just medium at the moment. More Mamels on blue queue. Got more All-Stars, Throwing Axemen, and Hearsters being pulled in a few. Out of food income at the moment. So we got these couple pelters turning cases, cavalry. Since it's going down, they have done their part. The Kapels will take out those units no problem. Behemoth engaging that hill fort. And blue does go ahead and resign as Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.